So today I want to teach you a couple of tips and tricks for making your legs look longer for summer and spring. And tell me if you want a video like this for wearing pants, or if you just want to look like taller or longer in general. For now I'm going to do it for when you're in shorts or skirts and you want to make your legs look long. And I understand that can be a little bit difficult just because of the way bodies are naturally proportioned. But I have a couple of tips and tricks that I wanted to share to kind of help you make your legs look longer even if they're not. The first one is the actual item that you're wearing. These shorts are actually not that short. They go all the way up to here. But because I have a longer shirt on, it's going to cut these off a little bit, which makes the legs look longer. Now, this does not have to be done in shorts. You can use skirts as well. As long as it's about knee length or above, it'll do the job fine. My next tip for making legs look longer are heels, and we all know that skyscraper heels are going to make our legs look miles long, but we usually can't wear those to school, usually not too practical to walk in, and with shorts they don't always look that great, so I want to tell you what shoes I think would be perfect and why. The first and foremost thing you want to think about with shoes is the color. You want to go with a color, like a nude, that matches your skin. You guys can see this shoe pretty much matches my skin tone. Now, of course, if you have darker ebony skin, you want to get a darker shoe that matches your skin tone. And you guys can see it's not exact, but it's close. Second thing is that you want to look for a pointed toe. Open toes are really cute, sandals, things like that, go for it. But if you can find either flats or heels with a pointed toe, that will elongate the leg. Reason why is because when we have a shoe that's cut off like this in like a little circle, it has open toe, it just stops right there. Whether you're wearing pants, whether you're wearing skirts, or whether you're wearing shorts, anything with this toe will make everything look longer. So first off, the color is pretty much an extension of our leg. And then second off, because this toe jets out, it makes our legs look even longer and more extended, like they just keep going. In addition, you want to look at kind of the shape and the structure here. If you have a shoe that like has a bunch of straps going over it, or like a Mary Jane, or even if you have one of those shoes that has a strap like right here, like an ankle strap, goes around your ankle, you really want to make sure to avoid those because that horizontal strap will cut off the longness of your legs. That's why this shoe is pretty much the ideal candidate. It could be a little bit taller, it could be a little bit shorter. Really, that's up to you and what you're comfortable with. But I think this is the perfect shoe because it's the right color for me and the right color for a lot of people who have my skin tone. It's the perfect pointed toe, and it's not difficult to walk in. In addition, it doesn't have any straps coming off here. When we put our foot in the shoe, our foot is going to be in like this. And if we had something such as a bracelet, let this bracelet be an example of that T-strap. When we have something like this, it cuts it off. Now, when we don't have that, it's just kind of a long extension. And because of the way the shoe positions our foot, it'll just make us look very long and lean because it's open like this. This shoe is made by Steve Madden, but it's from Shoe Mint. You guys told me about Shoe Mint. I freaked out. I had to get a pair. So it is the Shoe Mint brand, but it's made by the designer, Steve Madden. So it's like getting Steve Madden shoes for less. They were actually on sale, which is perfect because during summer, I don't think they're going to be having these on sale just because it's kind of winter now. And of course, summer things are expensive in the summer, winter things are expensive in the winter. So that's why I picked mine up now. But I'm going to put these on and kind of show you what I'm talking about and what the difference is. So here are my legs with the shoes. As you guys can see, first off, the heel is making my entire leg look a lot longer. These shorts are also adding to that, and because I have the shirt that goes over, the shorts kind of look like an extension of the leg. In addition, this pointed toe just completely elongates my leg and makes it look like it goes for miles. Also, since there aren't any straps here, it's not cut off, and because the color is very similar to that of my natural leg, it looks like a natural extension and makes my legs look very long. The very last tip I have for you guys is leg makeup. And some of you guys might be surprised, but using makeup on your legs is actually a great way to do this. So the way I'm using this, I'm using a primer to get our powder to stick. I'm using one that has a little bit of sunscreen, so it has a little bit of a white cast. We want to look for something kind of shimmery or just very light in color as compared to our skin. And I'm also using a Costco brand little makeup powder. And this is just a little bit of glittery pigment. So I'll show you guys how I'm going to do this. I'm going to take a little bit of this primer and just streak it up my entire leg. You guys want to make sure that you blend this in well. You also want to blend it down your foot. This primer is going to ensure that our powder will stick. Next, I'm going to take some of the powder and put it on any kind of powder brush that you have. Dust off any excess, and you want to apply this right to the streak of your leg. It's going to create the illusion of length. As with any other makeup, make sure you blend this out. As you guys can see, this leg right here looks kind of short and stout. It's still a leg, the shorts are still helping, but there's really nothing special about it. Now let's look at this leg. It looks lean and elongated. It starts here with the shorts, and because we have this line going down, you can't tell that we're wearing makeup, but our leg looks very, very long and cylindrical. Also here at the toe, because we're lifted a little bit, this lifts our entire leg up. Look at this flat. That's a flat leg as compared to a heeled leg. In addition, the color match is perfect, and because it has that pointed toe, it just keeps us going for days. I hope that you guys found this video helpful. If you have any other tips or tricks to making your legs look longer, be sure to share. And tell me if you guys do want a video on doing it in pants or anything else like that, or just looking taller in general. But I think that these heels are perfect, and I think just having the right cosmetics, even if it's just a foundation that's a couple shades light for your skin, is all really that you need. So I hope that you guys found this helpful. Let me know if you have other tips or tricks, and I look forward to talking to you all very soon. Love you guys. Bye.